I mentioned in passing that we could talk about the $15 minimum wage going on in New York, and Taylor was all over that one because he is actually a resident of the Big Apple
I
state.
just got here and I want to leave.
Jesus.
All
Do
right,
I'm thinking of coming back down, so open up a room for me.
is it
They're
minimum wage statewide is now
It's-
$50, correct?
It's statewide
Officials in New
$15 minimum wage. I will tell you, McDonald's is already getting around that because they got robots in California in their restaurants.
Oh, so that's
McDonald's is taken care of. They're dishing it out.
this article says New York, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Seattle,
Oh,
and
of course.
Chicago. So it's more. I guess a lot of places did it the same day.
They just
actually.
did this last week up here.
what the fuck?
And let me tell you why it's bullshit. Because these people in this generation are so self-entitled. Instead of getting off their ass and doing something with their lives, they're gonna work a job that's not meant to support a family, and then instead of
and
you know, like
expect
I
it to support a
and
family.
expect it to support the family. There's people who have stories of bettering their lives. They started in the McDonald's for sake of argument. I read something about a lady saying, "Oh, I started at McDonald's and I had a kid," and I'm like, "You know what? I can't do this." So they went to school. They got a degree. Now they work in medical field, and they did it, and they did perfectly fine, no problem. Instead of sitting on her ass, bitching and moaning at the government for years, now what's going to happen is these idiots don't realize, and it proves to you how stupid these people are, because they don't realize the inflation that this is going to cause. And now everyone's going to suffer from that. So you've got people in fast food earning more than anybody, more than EMTs even, more than nurses. You've got inflation that's going to fuck us up the ass in the next couple of years, because now the companies have to make up for all this money that people are getting. If robots don't take over the restaurants.
I think it's just gonna be robots.
I think we're gonna see a lot more of the cashier robot machine. That's the only thing that they
Yeah.
have automated right now,
And
right?
then-
Is like cashier.
As far as I know. And then not
Well, I
only
think
that,
that's the only thing they
the-
can automate right now.
their $15 an hour they're getting minimum wage is going to be the exact same 8.25 whatever they get now.
Yeah.
It's just going to look worse. It's going to be worse. Gas is going to shoot. Gas is already fluctuating, and that's going to shoot up because now everyone's got all this money to spend. I don't know.
And I was also like, when you first told me, like one of the first things that came to mind is like McDonald's, at least in those states where the $15 minimum wage exists, is no longer going to have that dollar menu. That's going to go away. They're not
The
gonna
dollar
support
menu's gonna
the
go
dollar
away.
menu.
Screw that. I hope it doesn't come here. Oh my god.
That was the only thing that alarmed Marcus, was that the dollar menu
That's
may
It's
be
just like,
disappearing.
it's ridiculous because these
Dude,
people,
you can sustain yourself off the dollar.
and that will, if you wanted to, you can actually stem this into a whole nother debate on the term of everything else, because everyone's such a little bitch these days that we need to find something to complain about. Oh, I don't identify as a woman. I identify as a
Oh,
dog.
please,
Let's not go into that. Right
I'm
now.
not, but that's just an example, because like we're also self-entitled now these days. You can't just get off your ass and do something, or just like live your life. We have to we have to intrude ourselves into someone else's life. Like, I don't like you because you're gay and you're marrying a man.
Well, another thing that you
That
could
doesn't
say,
affect
another thing that you could say back on the topic is that doesn't incentivize people to go for a management position anymore either, because they're making
too.
$15 at the lowest, like the
$15?
entry point of the job. I knew people that when I worked at Walgreens, like the shift managers, obviously that's the lowest form of manager, but they were making $10, and that's after being at the company for probably like a year and getting promoted into a management style position. And they're only making $10, and these people are walking in, getting a job, and making $15. It's insane to me that they're paying that much money for that.
I mean, you can make the argument and be like, what's the big deal? Just go get a job at fast food. Well, now you've got everybody that wants work in fast food. Who's going to do the things that we need to do? We won't have people doing things we need, like I said, EMTs.
And that's another
Because-
thing. Will this encourage other jobs to increase a wage, or are they going to stay the same?
That's what I'm saying. If people are like, oh wow, we don't have, people don't want to be because they're not making as much money as a Burger King worker. Now we got to up our thing to encourage people to come back here. There's where your inflation starts.
This
Yeah.
sucks. This sucks. This sucks.
Like,
Might
bro,
wanna
let's
move
just
away.
move
Your
to
cost of
Canada.
living's about to go up a lot.
Dude, the cost of that's what irritates me the most here is that it's all it's the cost of living here is so horrible ratio wise. It's like 2 to 10. I make like $1,600 to $2,000 a month, and the cost of a 1-bedroom apartment, a studio, is $1,200 a month. That's like before taxes too, as it's like 2,000, so about 1,600 to 1,800 a month. That doesn't include the gas you're gonna need, the food you're gonna need, the bills you have to pay for, your credit cards if you have any, student loan debt, which I have already. All this nonsense, and then you need money for leisurely activities like entertainment and stuff. It's the cost of living is you can't afford. I make maybe I don't know. I make a couple dollars more than I did down there, and I still but down there I could afford to live by myself easy, no problem, and have tons of money left over. Now I can't afford anything.
Should come back, man. Should come back.
It's too hot though.
All right, hot having money. Come on, hot.
I don't see. Here's where your argument's invalid. I don't care about money that much.
But you
That's
care
why
about
I haven't applied to McDonald's yet.
Got a point there.
Let me tell you this: like, if my cable bill comes in, it's $200, but I want to buy that new MGS special edition, which I plan to. I'm gonna say, fuck the cable bill. I need this game.
I'll play the game for my entertainment.
That cable bill would be there in 2 weeks. This game won't. There you go.
mean,
Money comes back. Eventually, it comes back.